All right, we are live, our very first live stream, Cosentino School of Magic. Very exciting. I have some awesome card tricks for you guys right now. So make sure you stick around for this. So here we go. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. This is brand new. I'm used to doing live performances. I've never done a live YouTube before, so you know we're in new territory here, which is great, which is exciting for me, exciting for my team. So first off, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you do that right now. Turn on the notifications. We're making these videos every week. As you know, we're doing a School of Magic for 1 week, and then we're interchanging it with a Behind the Magic. I hope you guys are enjoying it. We do read the comments. It takes us a lot of time to get through the comments, to make these videos, to set it all up. And so thank you so much for your support and everyone that's been jumping on. I do, like I said, I do read those comments. So what's going to happen today is this. I'm going to teach you, like I normally would, teach you how to perform the magic, the presentation, the showmanship, and then I'll break it down and take you step by step through the secret and the method to each trick and each effect. Now, it's a little different here because what I'm going to do is 3 tricks in a row, and you'll understand why in a moment. And then I'll break it down and take you bit by bit. So, with that being said, let's get started. All right, now to perform this very first trick or illusion, I need some help. So without any further ado, could I please introduce Priscilla, my fiance? Come in, please. I'll move over.
Hi, everyone.
Come right in. Do you have any idea what's about to take place?
None.
No one. We are doing this. This is very live. We are winging it.
I like it because I normally know what's happening, so it's nice to be surprised. So
That is very, very true.
Surprise me.
Come nice and close so everyone can actually hear you as well. Can you see all this new tech we actually have all
Yes.
around us? Lights,
it's really intense.
cameras.
It's great.
It's great.
Great.
This is what people want. People want
Yes.
to see it live. Look, we've switched angles. Look at this.
Oh.
Is
love it.
is that a good angle? Do you
Yes,
like that angle?
great angle.
Look at this one. Isn't that good? Okay. So,
Yes.
what we're actually doing, for those of you who do not know, I have my own playing cards here that I did. I did a collaboration with Queen Slipper. They're the #1 playing card company in Australia. And I wanted to take this opportunity because I've taught about, I think it's about 17 different tricks on YouTube, but I haven't taught anything from my Queen Slipper range on purpose because I was waiting to do this live. Yeah, so to get these cards, I'll go into that a little bit later. To get these cards, there is a link below, but don't let that deter you from actually watching what's about to take place because this is really, really cool, and I thought this gives me the opportunity to do it personal and explain a little bit about what's going to take place.
Brilliant.
So with that being said, Priscilla, take the cards, have a look through them. They're all different. You can shuffle them and mix them up. Okay, so give them a quick little mix up, quick little shuffle. Now, we filmed a video a few years back with Queen Slipper. Do you remember? I don't even know if you remember.
When did we do it?
Oh, 3 years ago, maybe?
I think I do remember. Yeah. There's a lot of things we've
We've done. We've filmed a lot of things.
with things with cards in them.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
lots of things with cards. Okay, so are you happy with that shuffle?
Yes.
And they're all different cards, correct?
Yes.
Okay, what I want you to do is to take out 4 different cards and place one card face down on the table at a time.
Okay.
So you can look at them if you want.
Okay.
Do you know what? Look at the first 3 and don't look at the last one.
Okay.
So you can have a look and then place it down, okay? If you don't, you don't have to go from the top. You can go from the middle, you can go from anywhere. I'm not gonna look. That's 2. Look at the 3rd one, but do not look at the 4th one. So I don't want you to know, I don't want anyone to know. Okay, so no one knows that one, correct? Okay, you can put the cards to the side now. Perfect. I have another pack of cards here, and once again, they're all different, okay? So what I'm going to do is look through the cards. You've put them just like this. This is great. And I'm going to try and look at, you remember what this one was?
Yes.
So take a look if you don't remember.
Yeah, I
Because
do
it's
remember
important.
that. Yep.
You remember what it is?
Yep.
Okay, so look at me so I can see what card that might be. I'm thinking it's going to be that. Okay, good, perfect. Do you remember what this one was? Okay, good.
Yes, I do.
You do good. look here. Okay, I think it's going to be this one. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Good. You remember what this one is?
Yes.
Good. Yep, that one. I think it's going to be... No. Yes. Yes. Okay, this doesn't always work, by the way. Now, you haven't seen that card. So no one knows what it is.
No.
You have a hunch? Did you have any idea what it would be? No, no one knows.
Not even a hunch.
Not even a hunch.
I'll say a red card, maybe just.
A red card?
I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong.
Do you think it's a red card?
Should you place bets on it?
You want to place? Do you think it's red?
Yeah, red.
I think it's black.
Oh, well, you're probably right.
Okay, I think it's a black card. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so you shuffled the pack. You selected 4 cards at random. Yes, it's like I'm doing something to you, like I'm I'm trying to trick you.
You know me, I'm always.
But you did
like,
shuffle the pack.
I did shuffle the pack. Absolutely.
And you chose 3 random cards.
I had
right?
full control over.
Over them. Okay.
Over them.
Okay. So turn over that card. The first card you selected. You remember what it was, right?
Yes.
9 of diamonds. The card that I selected was the
Of course.
9 of diamonds. Okay, let's go. Turn the next one over. So you did the Queen of Clubs, and I placed Queen of Clubs. And then you did the, what did you do here? The
Ace of Spades.
Ace of Spades, and I put down the Ace of Spades. Now, the last one. You had no idea what it was going to be. You said a red card, I said a black card. Look.
Damn it.
And that is
Of course you're
a
right.
perfect match. What do you think about that?
Okay. Now
Do you remember?
teach.
Yeah, do you remember?
Teach us
I
how
think you
this
remember. I think
happens.
do you remember the method?
Yeah, I do
You
remember the method.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna keep going. I want to show maybe 3 more different
But you
tricks.
do it so quickly, which is awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Practice makes.
Do you want to
perfect.
stay here with me, or do you want to? I forgot to mention now what I've got here. I've got my nephews and nieces. I should have said this. I got carried away.
Yes.
I've got my nephews and nieces. I've roped them in.
Of course you did.
Yeah, they're probably like, Uncle Cos, he just keeps using us to do tricks and puts us on YouTube. You know, we didn't even want to be here. We don't get paid. We don't even get lunch. He gives us a bottle of water. No,
You repay them with love.
with love. Nephews and nieces here are fantastic. They're online so that I can actually do the tricks, because obviously you're here in person with me, but I wanted to be able to do it through the screen.
Yeah, brilliant.
So do you want to scoot across a little bit?
yeah, for sure.
Just scoot. You can stay. And we're going to do another trick. I'm going to do it with nephews and nieces. Okay? This is what I'm going to do. Okay, so I have... who do we have first? I have... so say it again to me? Yeah, okay, guys, can you chuck on your videos right now? So I've got Rosie, Savannah, James. There they are. Very good. Hey, guys. They're all there. I've also got my brother in the background. Yep, he's like, he's running all the desks. He's running everything. It's almost like...
He needs 8 like an octopus. He needs like 8.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's funny because it's like we're landing a spaceship. That's how much all the technology that's going on here, and then we're at the mercy of the live stream. Okay, James, you're there. Can you unmute yourself, James?
Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hello. Now, some of you, if you've watched the YouTube videos, it's School of Magic, you've seen James before on there. James, pack of cards here. Let me actually shuffle them. James, I want you, in a moment, I'm going to move through the cards bit by bit, and all I need you to do is to call stop. Now what, James, the truth is people are going to think that maybe I'm looking at the screen and I can tell what's happening. So, actually, you can keep me honest, Priscilla. I'm going to turn my face away, and I'm going to move through the cards. You're going to call stop whenever you like on a card that you feel is good for you, okay? I'll keep my eyes shut and I'll move away, okay? So, James, you can stop whenever you like, but take your time. And I'm not looking. Still, am I being honest?
You are being honest.
So James can call stop at any time that he likes.
Stop.
On that one or this one?
That one there.
This one here?
Yep.
Okay, I'll put it down here just so I can't see what's going on. Okay, okay, good, perfect. So James, he could have stopped on any one of these cards. You know that, okay?
Yep.
But he didn't. Okay? So, James, what I need you to do right now is to come nice and close. Yeah, get really close to the screen so I can see your eyes. Okay, good. Okay, good. James, I want you to think about the color of the card. So there's two choices. There's red cards and there's black cards. Think about the color. Okay? So, yeah, good. Now, James, I want you to say yes to everything that I ask you. So sometimes you'll be telling the truth, James, and sometimes you'll be lying. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
Good. Okay, so say yes. Is your card black?
Yes.
Oh, you're such a liar. It's not a black card, it's a red card. Okay, so we know it's red. So it's a red card, okay? Good. Okay, so there's, in red cards, there's hearts and diamonds. Think about which one it is. Do you remember which one it is?
Yes, I'm pretty sure I do.
I hope so, otherwise this won't work.
Yeah.
Okay, say no to everything, James. So you need to say no. Do you understand?
Yep.
No, the answer is no.
No.
Okay, say no to everything. Is your card a heart?
No.
Is your card a diamond?
No.
Is it a diamond?
No.
He's very
I
confident.
don't know
He's very
if he's
confident.
like playing you or
Is
if
it a
he's...
diamond? I believe him. It's not a diamond. So I'm
Yeah,
going to say it's a
okay.
heart. The heart. Okay, good. Now, James, there's number cards and there's picture cards. Think about whether it's numbers. Numbers are ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and pictures are jacks, queens, kings. An ace could be a picture card too, but think about whether it's numbers or pictures, okay? Do you know what it is?
Yep.
Okay. Say yes to everything. Is it a number card?
Yes.
Is it a picture card?
Yes.
Did the tone change? He was very confident when he said it was a number card. Very confident when he said it was a number card. Was he overconfident? I reckon it's a picture card.
Yeah,
It's a picture
go
card.
with your gut instinct.
So, okay, so we've got red, heart, picture. Okay, if it's a picture card, James, I don't want you to say anything. Just look. I'm going to call out the picture cards. There are jacks, there are queens, and there are kings. There are jacks, queens, and king. It's the queen. The QH. It's the queen of hearts. Is that your card, the queen of hearts?
Yes, it
Have a
is.
look. There
Oh my
we
gosh.
have it. A perfect match. Queen of hearts. Yes. That's good, right?
That's awesome.
Well, yeah.
Well,
my
the cards are awesome.
The cards are... That's a good trick. That's a good trick. Okay. Let's do one more. I've got Savannah. Savannah, are you there? Say hello.
Hi.
Okay, Savannah. You've also been on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Savannah, I need you now to choose a number between 1 and 52 because there are 52 different cards in a pack. So any number that you like between 1 and 52. It's up to you. It's a free choice.
11.
11. Okay. Okay, I'm going to count down 11 cards. Do you want to shuffle them so everyone understands that?
Okay.
Just quickly shuffle them. Do you want number 11? Okay. I don't want people to think that this order stacked or anything. Okay. All right. So 11. I'm going to count down 11 cards. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do you want to change your mind?
No.
Okay, so 11. Fair? Beautiful. That's the card. That's the 11th card. Now, it could have been any one of these cards, okay? But it's not. Very good. Excellent. Now, I'm going to place it just there. Savannah, I want you to count. This is another pack of cards. I want you to count the cards as I deal them down, okay?
Okay.
All right. Does that sound fair to you?
Yeah.
Sounds good? I'm going to give the cards another little quick mix and another little shuffle. Okay, great. So, that is number... count,
1, 2,
2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
I'm going to stop there. I'm going to stop there. I'm going to move these out of the way. That's where I want to stop. So what did we stop on, like 20? 18? Yeah, something like that. That's okay. Okay, they're all different. We know that. Now, Savannah, you chose the number 11, correct?
Yeah.
And I stopped on about 18.
Yeah.
Check this out.
Oh my gosh. That's incredible.
Perfect, there we go. Okay. So, the secret to this trick, the secret to the trick is this. So what I actually developed with Queen Slipper was a special pack of playing cards, guys. Oh, first off, before we even get into that, I need to say thank you to all my nephews and nieces, but they're going to stay on the line. They're going to stay on the line, okay? They do such a good job.
Always.
I know, don't they do a good
They're
job?
all in.
Thank you.
They're so helpful.
I know.
It's incredible.
I know. Yep.
So
yep.
sweet.
Yep. When they grow up, we'll be getting them to lug equipment around and move.
Oh, no.
Free labor, cheap labor.
That's mean.
Okay, so I'm going to give you this pack.
Sure.
So what we're going to do is this. As I was saying, I developed a special deck of playing cards with Queen Slipper. Now, it's a regular pack of cards. What I mean by that is it's a regular pack of 52 playing cards. So you can do any card games you want with it. You can do absolutely anything. But what I've actually designed is a secret code in the back of the cards. I've made another video that explains it in more detail where I could get the cameras to zoom in nice and close. So if we roll that video right now, and then we'll come back, I'll explain what's going to take place. So let's do that right now. Roll that. This is your code or legend. So the suits are broken up into hearts, clubs, diamonds, spades. Hearts are represented by a H, clubs by a C, diamonds by a D, and spades by an S. Now, the values are represented ace all the way through to king and joker. So the ace is an A, the number 2 is a number 2, 3 is 3, 4 is 4, 5 is 5, 6 is 6, 7 is 7, 8 is a number 8, 9 is 9, 10 is 10. Now the jack is a capital J. The queen is a Q, the king is a capital K, and the joker is a J-O. So when you put them together, you can understand the code. So if you had the number 6 and a H, it represents the 6 of hearts. If you happen to have the 8 and a D, it's the 8 of diamonds. Understand the code, study it, and then you can apply it to the cards. So you're looking at the top left-hand corner for the code, or just here. Now I see a 7 and a D, so I know it's the 7 of diamonds. I see a 7 and a H representing the 7 of hearts. I see a 2 and a H, 2 of hearts. I see a 5 and a D, 5 of diamonds, 10 of clubs, 4 of spades, joker, king of clubs, 4 of hearts. All right, so when you purchase the Queen Slipper cards, once again, link is in the description below. This sheet comes with you. So if you didn't get to see the video properly, understand the video, this sheet that I'm holding comes with you. So it's a bit hard to get it nice and close for you guys. So we did a pre-record for it. Okay, so the instructions are there. With that being said, I thought this is the opportunity now, because I've never had this opportunity to do it live, to show people live. So you can learn with me. So you understand there's a secret code on the back of the cards. And the truth is, I didn't really want to do this as a kind of a pre-record anyway, like as an actual, you know.
No, it's good to do it live.
Yeah, it's better to do it live, right? That way people get a real understanding of what's happening. Okay, so the code, you understand the code is actually on the cards. On the top left-hand corner and the bottom right. Now, of course, if you turn the cards around, it works out both ways. Let's switch angles for a moment. So we're talking just here, as I said, and down the bottom. So your job really is to understand this code, and as I did in the demonstration, to be able to read it very, very quickly, okay? So, you know, king of spades, ace of clubs, king of hearts, queen of hearts. Let's switch back, please. Okay, so yeah, can you understand?
Yeah, it's small. I mean,
it's very small.
It's very small, which is obviously
which is the way it's meant to be, so people can't tell. Now, there's a couple of things. You want to know how to read the cards very quickly without basically
going like this.
Yeah, without chimping. You know,
Yeah.
like because
Oh yeah, yeah.
because you don't want to be like staring at the back of the code. Because as soon as you stare at the back of the code, people kind of go, well, something sus has happened. But what we've done is we've designed the tricks in a way that when you select a card, you place it on the table, which gives me an opportunity to look at it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas if I made it, like, for example, I can make you select a card. Now, if you select the card like that very quickly, I'm not going to get a chance to look at it. But, put it back for a second. If I ask you to touch a card, I say, stop, do you want that one there?
Yes.
You notice the difference?
Oh, hell
You see, I've got a chance now to look at it, but if you take it, I don't get a chance to look at
and
it.
also I could put my finger
And you could
over
cover it.
Yeah.
So we're going to go through that in just a moment. So the tricks are designed so that I can see the back. So let's go through the very first trick. I had 2 sets of cards. And you really did shuffle the pack, and you really did place them down. I mean, I guess you guys probably understand what's happening here. You placed down the 3 cards, so put 3 cards down. You actually did 4, but let's just say you did. So you've got 3. Okay. All I've done, as you put down the first one and you're choosing the second one, because you took your time, I've already read the back of that one. Because you took your time to get the second card and then your time to get the third card. So I've already had a look, and I know it's the 3 of diamonds. So what I did is, I had my cards in order. Okay. So what I mean by that is this. If you take a pack of cards, when you first get them, and I'm going to spread this, the cards are actually in the order that they come in. Let's go to a top shot. Okay, so the cards are in a particular order. So removing the jokers for a moment, because we don't need the jokers. They have markings too, but let's say, so it goes ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you see that there? Then it goes jack, queen, king. And then it starts with the ace of clubs, and it does the same thing. And then it goes into the kings, and then it goes into the spades, okay? So ace through to king, red, black, red, black. Now, I want to keep my deck in that order. So let's switch back. The reason why I want to keep the deck in that order is because I know straight away, when I see that card as a 3 of diamonds, that I know that I'm in my second tier. Like I can get to the cards very, very quickly. Yeah. I don't want to be spending...
Without, like, going... Yeah,
it's going to take too long.
Yeah.
So I know what order my deck is in, which is the order that it comes in.
Yeah.
And so I know straight away that I can put down the 3 of diamonds straight away. So I go to the 3 of diamonds, and I'm now acting like, oh, what is it? I'm already in the 3rd section, 3 of diamonds. So I put down the 3. Okay. Now I've already looked at this card too. I know it's the 10 of hearts. Now I know the hearts is on the first basically stack. If I show you that there, so you can see the hearts are here. So I know that all I have to do is move to the end, which is the 10, and it's going to match. Okay.
Nice, clean. Okay,
very, very clean. Let's switch to the top angle so people can understand. So this one here is, I read 7 and a C. So I know 7 means 7. C clubs. Means clubs. Correct. So I know that the clubs are going to be second because it goes hearts, clubs, diamonds, spades. And it's going to be around about the middle. Okay. The other thing is, I don't want you to see the card yet because you know what your cards are. So I don't want you to see what card I've actually selected. Okay? Because if you see the card I've selected, then it's kind of tipping. And the last one, choose any card you want. Don't look at it though. The last one's the most impressive because you haven't seen the card and I haven't seen the card. And I know straight away.
Have I?
So that's the 5 of clubs. So once again, I know that all I've got to do is go to my section and it matches. Yeah. So it's really, really simple. But the deception is in being able to read the back of the cards very quickly. So these, of course, all match. You know they all match, okay?
Well, it's simple for you, for the person who's doing it, performing it.
Yes.
But for someone who is seeing it for the first time, that's incredibly impressive.
Yeah, I agree. It's very, very baffling. Yeah. So with this particular trick, a few things. When you've laid down the first card, and we'll do it for the audience, when you've laid down the first card and you're looking for your second, I'm taking a glimpse and I know it's the 3 of diamonds and I'm going through my stack and I'm putting down the 3. Then you've put down your second card. So I'm kind of one step ahead of you. Yeah. So I know what cards to put down because the last thing I want is you to put a card down and I'm kind of going, for 5 minutes trying to choose the card. I want to make it look like I'm choosing the card and umming and ahhing, but I'm not. The umming and ahhing is built into the acting and the presentation. There's no umming and ahhing. I know exactly what card it is, okay? All right, so I'm really just pretending to go through the motions. Okay, so you're always one step ahead. So really, all you have to do is make sure that the pack is in the right stack, which is in the original stack it comes, or you could do it any way you want, but I suggest what you do is you go red cards, black cards, red cards, black cards, start at ace, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on. I think that's the best way to actually do it and the easiest way. So red, black, hearts, clubs, diamonds, spades. Hearts, clubs, diamonds, spades. Yeah, makes sense?
So you would really, recommend for people to purchase 2 decks of cards?
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't want to say that, I don't want to push that on people,
but just in terms of
to do this particular trick, it's really impressive.
Yeah, and it's also good, I think, to have a practice deck and then one that's clean that you can
so you don't bend up the cards. Yeah, that's true. So this process is really, really awesome, baffling. Remember, again, you don't want to be staring, chimping at the cards, you know, because that's a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the effects are completely gone, okay? All right, so that's the first trick. So that's kind of matching the cards against somebody else's. Once again, the technique, the technique and the skill, dexterity, there's not a lot of it, which is great, but the acting and the presentation is super important. All right, let's move on to the next trick really, really quickly. And the next trick was basically having James select the card. So I really genuinely did not look at the screen at all. Like I did not at all. And you were probably there to witness that.
Yes.
So all I'm doing is I give the cards a shuffle and a mix up because the audience needs to understand that the cards are in their completely different and mixed up order. That's important. And through the screen, I'm basically just asking them to call stop. Now, if it was in person, we could do it this way. You could pick a card. But I've developed these effects now so we can do it through you know, YouTube, Zoom, whatever it may be. So all I did was get them to call stop. And I mean, this is very simple. They call stop wherever they want. Doesn't really matter. They call stop there, let's say. I put it down. I take a quick look. Now, this is important. I look at the card when I go to grab my piece of paper. Don't overlook these things. I can't stress this enough. It's like when you're a dancer, you need to, like, the technique of the little things, pointing your toes, having your foot in the right position makes the difference between the dance looking clean and neat and or sloppy. When the card goes down, I don't stare at it. I only stare at the card when I go to grab the piece of paper. So I'm going to grab the piece of paper. I grab the piece of paper and I've taken my look now. I know it's a 7 of clubs. I know straight away. So this is what we call in magic misdirection. Misdirection is where you're diverting the audience's attention away from the secret or the method to the effect. Diverting, moving it away, misdirection. So I don't want to stare at it. I want to grab my piece of paper and use that as an excuse to stare at it. Okay? Or maybe my pen is placed in a very neat position. In other words, the cards are selected, like so. We put them down. They call stop whenever they want. So I think James said stop at about, I can't remember, he did about 10 cards. He called stop. I really haven't seen it. I place it down. I say, I haven't even taken a look at it yet. All the cards are different, you know that. And I'm gonna write it down. Now, I'm picking up my pen, 2 of hearts. I know it's a 2 of hearts because the pen was placed in a position for me to pick it up. So think about these things. So I know some of you might be thinking, oh, it's a deck of cards with a code on the back, big deal. No, it is a big deal. It's a huge deal because all these things help to make the effect far more baffling. Pen was in the right position for me to pick it up and look at the 2 hearts.
And just smooth, isn't it?
And smooth.
I like, you're not making me second guess you.
No,
you know,
everything is,
yeah, it's great.
there's got to be a reason for everything.
Yeah,
Okay?
it's brilliant.
So maybe your pad's there, maybe your pen's there. You know, even I was a bit terrible. I had my pad way over here, which is bad. Don't do that. And it was way over there. Don't do that. I should have been more prepared. But I know as I grabbed my piece of paper, as I came across, I could take a glimpse. So my eyes, you know, because really I should be looking here. You know, I shouldn't be looking there when I grab that. So if I'm grabbing this, I'm going to scoot past it to have a look.
I didn't even see.
That's a bit more difficult. I didn't want to go into that much detail, but I know, like, I have a backup plan. If it's over here, I'm going to swing it past. I'm not going to swing it out here and then look. And that's obvious. Like, I'm making it really obvious. But even so, you don't really want to be going like this, like darting. Okay? So if you're going to read it from this position, place it here.
Yeah.
But really, you want it here.
That's okay.
As if I'm reading your mind.
Yeah.
Okay? Or in this case, what actually happened, I don't want to confuse people, I was reading James's mind. So I picked up a piece of paper and I was doing it like this. Okay? And we know it's the 2 of hearts. Okay. So now, the last effect was with Savannah, and basically what I got her to do was call stop on any card. So you can do it for me. She counted down, I think 11. It was 11 cards, yep. So count it down here. So 1, 2, they're all different now.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, so they put it over here. Great. So once again, I had my cards in a particular order, which was the same order that we needed for the other effect. Now what actually happened was hearts, clubs, diamonds, spades. Remember that order? Red, black, red, black. Hearts, clubs, diamonds, spades. Lo and behold, Savannah chose the king of spades. the king of spades is the last card on the deck, meaning it was the top card.
I saw what you did.
Yeah, so I shuffled it
Yeah.
into the pack
It's clever.
because I didn't want to go 1. Because that would just be horrible. But I'm teaching everyone here. This is real. This is the good stuff. You wouldn't get this. I probably would have edited that out if we were making it as a pre-record. So Savannah, she didn't know what card she was going to land on.
No.
So she genuinely chose the number 11. It happened to be in the shuffled deck, the king of spades. At the moment, they're the 9 of hearts, but it happened to be the king of spades. And I had, because my deck was stacked in the order I wanted, it was the first card. Now, please, the deck needs to be in that order on purpose because you don't want to go through 52 cards to find the card. Like, it's going to start getting really difficult. Anyway, it was a top card. So all I did was a sneaky little shuffle, knowing that it was going to be I thought it was going to be about 15 cards down. It ended up being about 18, okay? So all I'm doing here is getting them to count. So at the moment, we've got the 9 of hearts. I know by the code. And these cards are mixed up. So if we were to do it, I just keep going and you're counting for me.
Yeah.
And the reason why I want the person to count is because I'm reading the code. And it's hard, I've tried, to read the code and count. And you end up going, if you get a 4, if you're counting 4 and it says 5 here, you start getting confused. It's like, you know that game when you're counting 1, 2, and someone else starts saying the numbers?
And you're like, that lost
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
that's what happens. So if you're trying to count and look at the numbers, it gets very confusing. So the person counts. So if you could count for me, so
Sure.
go. I'll just start then.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32.
32. Right there. So by them counting, I know that I'm going to hit a match. Okay? If I count, and I've tried it, I'm just not that good, I confuse myself. And I want to concentrate on the acting and the presentation. I don't want to get caught up in the count.
Do 1, 5,
It's
10.
not good. It's not good. It's not good, trust me, at all. All right, with that being said, do you know what? I have Rosie here. Rosie's been practicing with the card tricks. So I'm going to get Rosie to demonstrate one of the tricks for us. Before we even do that, guys, this is your opportunity. If you have questions for me, you can start writing them right now. I'm going to bring over the iPad so I can read the questions. So you can start asking questions, start writing them down. In the meantime, what we're going to do is we're going to jump to Rosie. Rosie, are you there? Is in another location. Hi, Rosie.
Hi, sorry.
No, you're all right. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Good. Rosie, do you want to perform the trick for us?
Oh, okay.
Yeah? Do you want to do it? I know you've been
Okay.
practicing with your dad. So
Yeah.
you can actually perform the trick. So you're going to be the magician and we're going to be the spectators and the volunteers, okay? So it's in your hands. This is it. You're live on YouTube, in your hands to perform the trick.
I'm just gonna grab my pen.
Okay, she's going to grab a pen. There we go.
Okay, I got it.
All right, we're ready to go. This is so people can understand that it can be done very easily.
Can't see the thing. I don't
Okay,
think.
Rosie's rearranging the camera. There we
Can
go.
you see the table?
We can just see the edge. Yes. Just
Do you
make
need
sure you put your card on the. You can put your
Do you
card on
need
the
me to
edge.
make
That's
it-
fine.
Like that?
Okay, that's better. That's good.
Yeah,
Perfect.
okay,
that's good.
Sorry. Okay, so I have my deck of cards and they're all different. I don't know if you can see that, but they're all
Do you want to
different.
show us like you can show us like this?
Okay, I'll try. I have some.
That's it.
So
Beautiful.
they're all different. And I'm just going to take a handful and I'm going to look away. I'll turn around, close my eyes. And Uncle Cos, when you're ready, I want you to say stop. And yeah, that'll be your
Okay.
card. Okay.
Perfect. Stop.
This one?
That's it. That's the one I want.
Okay.
Perfect.
So there's your card. Can you see that?
Yes, I can see it. Perfect.
Okay, so it's face down. And
Uh-huh.
I got my pen, got my piece of paper ready.
Perfect.
And okay, so I want you to think of the color of your card. And when I say the color, I don't want you to say yes or no, but instead, when you hear your color, I want you to kind of pop up like a light bulb, but don't go like that. Think of a light bulb in your head. Don't make any movement. Just kind of think of it, and
Be subtle. I'll be subtle. Okay, I'll be subtle.
Okay,
I'm
so
thinking about the color.
red, black. Red, black. Red. Okay, it's red. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Okay, now this time I want you to think of a picture card or a number card. And then we're going to get to the queen or diamond. Okay, so picture card, number card. Picture the color or the number or the picture. Picture card. Okay. Number card, sorry. Number card. And okay, so is it a heart or diamonds? Okay. So again, this time just think of it. Okay, heart, diamond, heart. Oh, you're very strict now. I don't know. Diamond. Yes. Okay. Now, because it's a number card, I'm going to go through the numbers. And when you hear your number, again, I just want you to pop up like a light bulb. Okay.
Okay, got it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Okay. So maybe between 5 or 8, I think. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 7. Okay. Is your card the 7 of diamonds?
It is. Very good.
Very
well done.
good.
Good job.
So good.
Thank you, Rosie. Good job. Very good. So there you go. So Rosie's 11. Is Rosie 11? Yeah, Rosie's 11. I just asked her father and he had to think about it.
There's 4 kids.
That's right. He was like, because she's about to turn 12.
Yeah,
November.
She is,
Oh
my
yeah,
gosh.
yeah, she's about to be 12 in November.
Wow.
So there you go. Rosie did it.
She did.
Yeah, she had a good
Incredible
presentation. Did she have a
job.
good presentation?
She was so.
She had a good
Rosie, she was so
presentation.
good.
It was really good. Really good. Okay, so what else can I quickly say about the effect? You know what? I need to think about. We're going to come back in just a second, but we need to think about the tips. So let's roll this right now. Let's get some tips. Okay. What have you got? Have you got any tips? Now, you remember the effect when we first did it. Any tips for people?
I think practice first before you start doing any sort of card tricks. So like always practice, I think, going through each card like this first. Get used to spotting.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Start like that.
But also get familiar with like, what does the 9 look like?
Yes, that's
what does the H look like? Because you can get confused.
Yeah.
But remember, H, if you're thinking about the suits, hearts, clubs, diamond, spades, H is for heart, but you need to know, as you said, what the H looks like. What does the D look like? I mean, it's pretty obvious, but D for diamonds, C for clubs, and S for spades. It's how you spell it. Hearts, clubs, diamonds, spades. It's the first letter of how you spell it. What's a little trickier are the numbers. Now, an ace, which I consider number 1, is an A. So ace is an A, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. The 8 and the 9, they can get a little bit hard to look at. And you think, well, why didn't you just make them really easy? Because we had to make them in the swirl design, so it's masked. So even if someone was to take this card and really have a close look at the back, you actually can't tell.
No, I missed it the first time you showed me.
You can't tell.
No.
So they're built in on that on purpose. So there's a compromise, there's a balance, an equilibrium between
The design.
it being, the design it being too obvious and then not obvious enough. So you need to get familiar with it.
Yeah, and that's, I think that way is good. Like just practice that to begin with, I think.
And know what each card is and kind of sit there and say 9 of hearts.
Like test yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I've got 2 9 of hearts here. There you go. So you go through that process, practicing a bit by bit. Do it in front of the TV. Do it when you're on the computer. Do it when you're on the toilet. Practice. Maybe not on the toilet. Practice.
That would be awkward.
Who says that I practice on the toilet? So you make sure that you understand the code and going through it bit by bit. Then building your presentation. As I said, like what I've given you here is the foundation and the framework to go on. You don't have to do the tricks in this way. I just come up with 3 different ideas or presentations. There's so many different presentations. That's the beauty of this, that you can you can get creative and do whatever you want. That's why I like this idea or this concept. And there's so many different things you can actually do to put it together. That wasn't a tip though, but I guess you've hit on it properly. Really don't focus and understand the coding. I guess my tip was building the presentation and make it your own. And think about certain things, like if you're going to read someone's mind and you're going to write it down, think about where you place your pen to make it easy for yourself to read the cards. Your access. Think about what I told you earlier about if Priscilla takes a card and she slides it out, I'm in a little bit of trouble. If I tell her to touch a card, so I say, just touch a card, then I can cut the deck, for example, and the card's there. So think about all these different things that make your job much easier to read the back of the cards. Now, with that being said, I mean, I've done this on TV. I did certain things on Celebrity that were, I'm not gonna say too much, but that were kind of in certain veins like this. Okay, so there's lots that can be done. So like this is good stuff. There's a million things you can do. And then it's a regular pack of cards that you can actually play poker with somebody. And while they're holding their cards,
Oh my gosh, that is...
you know exactly what cards they have and what cards to put down, because you can read their cards. Just don't tell them.
cheeky.
Maybe don't play for money.
Isn't that illegal?
So that's the Queen Slipper playing cards. I absolutely love them. They're really beautiful cards. I thought I would teach this because
They're great quality as
yeah,
well.
I thought it would be a
They're
good
phenomenal.
opportunity for people to actually see us do this, you know, use these cards in real life, real person. Because all the other tricks I've been teaching so far have been kind of things they can do with everyday household items, and this one I wanted to make slightly different. Okay, with that being said, I just talk so much. It's been like 45 minutes. I want to do Q&A, so I'm going to drag over the iPad. Remember, this is all new to us too. Can I put it here? Is that going to be in people's... Okay, so let's go through. What have we got? We've got lots of people saying, where do we start? Okay, where should we even go?
Just keep...
I've got lots of people writing. Some people nearly forgot that it was on tonight. I know, because it was kind of last minute. Jess and Mama there. Maddie, hello. Okay, let's see. What have we got? Lots of people having conversations here. Gabby saying, hope you and Scylla are doing really well. We are. We're doing really good.
Yeah, I hope you are as well.
What have we got? Lachlan said they got VIP tickets to your show. Oh, very good. Okay, let's find some good questions here.
There's lots of...
Oh, Simone
of
saying you're a
comment.
total legend. Thank you. All right, what have we got? We've got here. Hi, Priscilla. Someone's asked, is your name Adam or is your name Paul? That's for you guys to figure out. A lot of people would know that.
Yes. Oh, that's...
Or is your brother Adam? That's what Lachlan said.
Oh.
Let's see, who have we got? Okay, here we go. Keep going. Oh, okay. So here it is from Team Wallabies. Hey cards, these tricks, did you make them or were you taught them? Oh, okay. So this particular trick here with the code, it actually dates back a long time. So having the cards marked or coded is not original to me. Having the cards, kind of the tricks that I've taught you, of course, are my concept, my ideas. And the way that we've marked them is unique to us. Hope that answers that question. Let's see. Okay, the one here. Do you do online Zoom magic tricks? But like people pay to teach them magic tricks. Well, we do that. We do a school of, I think I know what that question is. Is that from Amy? So we do a School of Magic Zoom for actual schools. So one of the things we do, schools actually hire us right now, because this is basically a lot of the work that we've been doing, is a school will hire us, a primary school, secondary school, and I will do an hour session of actual teaching magic. So they're the Zoom sessions. That's why we've kind of got this set up at the moment, which are different to what we do on YouTube. They're different tricks to what we do on YouTube. Okay. Let's see, what have we got? We've got Marcus here saying, when did you start magic? I started magic when I was 12, and I started off with an actual book. I couldn't read until I was 12 years old. My mother's school principal. I learnt magic and learnt to read from a magic book. With that being said, this is some of the great stuff about being live. Isn't this cool? So let's go to it. Let's just skip that.
I like the...
Yeah, it's got a funny smell.
That smell.
Slide that across. Okay, let's do a top shot. This is one of the books. This is the first book I learned magic from. So quite complicated. You have to kind of read all the different effects and basically I had to look at the pictures and the illustrations in order to learn the different techniques. But you can see it all here. So this is how I learnt magic. And I was a very, very, very bad reader. And my mother taught me to read because in the front of this book, it's got these beautiful vaudevillian pictures of very famous magicians. And this is what first caught my eye, caught my attention. And then my mother would read these stories to me about Houdini and Hardin and all these great magicians. Of course, Cardini, there's some really, really great magicians. And then, as I said, in the back of the book, it had magic tricks. So that's how I learnt magic. And then everything from there was basically self-taught. So there was no YouTube, there was no Zoom, there was no Google. You have to learn magic through those books. Hence the reason why I've got such an extensive book library. That's how I started magic. Started when I was 12, couldn't read, and learnt through that process. Well, where are we up to?
This is the next one.
So if you go to a casino, are you not allowed to play poker? Oh, so who's that by? I never read the name. Jennifer Phillips said, so if you go to a casino, are you not allowed to touch the cards? Yeah, so what? Correct, that is correct. What used to happen back in the day, you used to be able to touch the cards. Now in the casinos, they don't let you touch the cards because people like myself can manipulate the cards using sleight of hand and kind of put it in their favor. So you'll notice the dealers don't let you touch the cards. You can only touch them once they've dealt them. The other thing is they now add 8 decks of cards to a stack when you play poker. 8. So it's very hard to keep track. There's 8 different decks.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, how are we going for time? Do a couple more. Where did it move down, babe? Where did we end up? Oh, I'm here. Oh, where did... yes, hoping to see you too, MASH, next year, yes. Oh yeah, sorry, we were just here. What is that book called? Emily Armstrong said, what is that book called? The Complete Book of Magic, or the Encyclopedia of Magic. It's come under 2 different names. So this one here, which is the, this is not the original. This is called the Complete Book of Magic, but it's also called the Encyclopedia of Magic. It is from the library. They have come under different covers. I won't say much else about that.
Oh dear.
Harley said he was a very shy kid. You're a very shy kid like me. Yeah, I think a lot of people who get into magic are very, very shy. Magic is like a coping mechanism to get them out of their shyness, Harley. So it's a really, yeah, it's a good coping mechanism. Brad North said, when is your next book coming out? Okay, next children's book. We're working on them right now. You know, I'm at the mercy of the publisher when they want to release books, when they kind of redo the books, redo the covers. So that's the children's books, The Mysterious World of Cosentino. Another book we're working on there with HarperCollins is in the process. It's not an autobiography, but it's another book that we're working on. It is about magic. It is niche to some degree, but we're talking through that right now. So we've got a couple of books. We're in talks, in the works. We'll do one more. Let's do one more. Sil, do you want to pick one out for me?
Let's go to the last question.
Okay, so this is Mash. Do you want to answer it or want me to answer it? The question is, Mash said, are you working on new merch? Well, we actually we released our new t-shirts, our new hoodies, new hats, and then COVID hit. So we didn't have it.
I love these.
Yeah, they're really nice, aren't they?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we didn't have any. So
I live in them.
So we couldn't actually bring them on tour, obviously, because we weren't on tour. But we're always working on new merch, new cards, new everything. But you guys, being really honest, what you need to understand is, when we're not on tour, it's very hard to make merch because it's a huge expense. The graphic design, the printing, the packaging, storing it all. You need a place to store all these things. So if you're not on tour and you're not selling the merch, it just sits there. So it's always this kind of process where we're slightly one step behind. Like, oh, now we're going on tour, we'll make the merch, etc. Okay, do you think I've overstayed my welcome? Totally.
I would put it that way.
Okay. Guys, I want to say thank you so much for everybody who's jumped on live tonight. I know, you could be doing other things. They could be doing other things. If you're not in Victoria, you could be doing lots of things. If you're in Victoria, you should be on here. Guys, really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for helping me. Please say a thank you to, obviously, Priscilla.
I think I
And
overstayed my
I need to say a thank you to my nephews and nieces, being roped in Sunday night. I know they've got school tomorrow, so I really
Thank you.
appreciate that, guys.
Thanks
So,
for having us.
pleasure. Thank you, guys. Thank you for everyone for supporting me. Thank you so much. I know this is... There they are. Woo! Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone who's supporting, who's jumping on right now, who's writing comments. And this is a whole new phase for us. So who knows? We might be doing more of these. We'll keep the Schools of Magics coming to you, the Behind the Magic, and we may even be starting something else a little bit more. I've been getting into a lot more of this kind of tech stuff. So who knows what's going to happen from here. Guys, thank you very much. Once again, have a wonderful evening. And remember to always believe.